Hey guys, welcome back to another Regular Dude fishing video. I am the Regular Dude John. How you doing? We are down here below the Greenup Dam on our home stretch of water. Got my buddy Greg in the background there, and we are chasing bait fish, specifically skipjack. We're using live shiners to try to catch them. So the first thing we're going to do is get our cast net, and right out here I can see a little group of shiners that are just kind of farting around right there. We're going to get our cast net, see if we can't get some, get them in the bucket and start fishing. Alrighty, I just got my little 3-foot fine mesh minnow cast net. Just going to toss it right out in there. Hope we don't get stuck on a rock. And hopefully we got us a few shiners. We'll put them in the bucket. I don't think we got only one on that one, but we'll try to get some more doing the same thing, and then start catching skipjack. There we got a few shiners. That's what we're after. Them little river shiners. Get them in the bucket. Trying to keep some tension on my line with the wind blowing and the back pole on your line. Sometimes it's kind of hard to keep tension, and you can't really get a good, or I can't anyway, get a good hook set if I don't have any tension on my line. So like I said, I don't know how well the camera's going to pick up my float, and I don't know if there's anything going to bite it. Anyway, there's one, and that's what we're after. Not big. Big skipjacks are kind of hard to come by this time of year, but that's a piece of catfish bait, and I'll take it. Oh crap. Ohio River skipjack. We'll put him in the cooler, see if we can get another one. Come on, skipjack. Come on, something. Gonna make me start talking bad about their mamas. Your mama got a huge anal fin. Okay guys, I'll show you I'm using pretty much the exact same rig that I was using when we were fishing for moon eye in a previous video. Just a bobber, little 1/4 ounce split shot, little panfish hook. I'm about probably, I don't know, 2 foot deep roughly, and just tossing it out there in the current just like we was when we was fishing moon eye. The only difference is the bait that I'm using. So I'm trying to just flip them shiners out there to see if there's anything interested in eating a shiner. And sometimes you catch, you know, some bass and stuff like that, but which would be a good thing too, because we could definitely use a sandwich right about now. I'm just keeping my shiners in a regular old 5-gallon bucket with some river water, and I got one of them little air bubblers that go along, and a little net to scoop them up with. And that's just how I'm keeping my shiners alive, and when I need more, I've got my little cast net with me to go get some more. So pretty simple setup, pretty easy to do. I ain't gonna lie, it gets a little aggravating sometimes when you see them out there. You see a bunch of stuff working minnows right out in front of you, and you toss a minnow out there and nothing happens. It gets frustrating, but this is where patience and just keep at it. You know, you just got to keep tossing your line out there and keep your bait wet, and hope that something good happens. Yeah, everybody, like everybody says, it's called fishing and not catching. Some days it's catching, most of the days it's fishing, but it's still some good quality riverbank time. And hopefully we can find something that'll make our pole bend. We've caught a couple, but I'd like to get a couple more to try to do a catfishing trip this coming weekend with my son, and maybe we can have some fresh bait. We've got some a little bit left in the freezer of our frozen bait. Oh, there's one. Oh, did he get off? Nope, there he is. Like to have a little bit for our trip. He's kind of a small guy. Oh, let me get my rod out of the way here. He's kind of small, but at this point, Anything over 8 inches, I'm going to keep. If it's under 8 inches, I usually don't keep it, and that is right at about 8 inches. So he's going to go in the cooler. And remember how we take care of our bait? We put them in the cooler with the salt water slushy mix to freeze them real quick and keeps them fresh. So see if we can get some more. Yeah, I know that float's going to be really hard to see. I'm using a really small float. I know it's going to be hard to see on this GoPro, but we'll see if we can't, and I think it's got a crack in it too, because it's wanting to sink a little bit quicker than it should. Oh, and I just missed one. I just missed one, and he stole my minnow. That happens a lot. Man, live, that one there, he hit right up pretty close. I didn't have a chance to turn the camera on, but that is exactly what we want. Nice, big skipjacks. That's what we went after right there. Oh. Dang it, I missed them. These are hard to catch. Oh well, we're having fun, man. This is fun chasing these things. I think I just got robbed. Seen my bobber messing around. Nope, must have been a small one. Sometimes them little ones they can't get the whole shiner in your mouth if you're using big ones. Some of the shiners that I'm using, some of them are a little on the big side, but that's what the river gave me to use, so that's what I'm going to use. I like to have ones that are about 2.5, 3 inches. For me, those are perfect size for catching skipjack. But again, keep in mind, I am no expert. I'm not a fishiologist or any of that kind of stuff. I'm just a dude who tries to catch bait to go fishing with. And I sell some every once in a while. But there hasn't been a whole lot of selling bait going on because there ain't been a whole lot of catching bait going on. And it's been pretty slow this morning. But we'll keep grinding it out and see what we can come up with. All right, we caught us another one on the shiners. This little panfish setup, catching the skipjack. That's what we're after. Maybe that new float will be a little easier to see. Big orange float. Doing the same thing. You can see all the shiners out there. You can see them shiners jumping around. Just making sure I keep tension on my line. That way if something happens to hit my minnow, I can get a good hook set on him pretty quick, because they hit real fast. They're real fast. These skipjack are fast. They hit fast and they're gone fast. And if you miss them, then you missed them. Again, I got about a 2.5 inch shiner on there. Just letting the current do the work and letting the river do the work. Tossing it around, letting it float. There goes a dead little drum. That's pretty gross. He was chewed up by the turbine, it looked like. Something will eat him. There we go. Oh, there we go. There's another one. Not a huge monster, but we'll definitely keep him. We like them. Well, here's another one. This is pretty typical for us around here in my area, southern Ohio. The fall time skipjacks, you may get lucky once in a while like we did earlier and get a big one, but most of the time you're going to get the smaller ones like this, and it's not going to be long at all, and they're not even going to be biting anymore. So anywho, this is what we get in the fall. Well guys, we didn't catch a giant amount of them, but we caught enough, I think, to go have a good fishing trip with. So I just wanted to share with you guys another technique that we can catch bait fish, skipjack, Get yourself some minnows in a panfish rig and toss it out in the current, let it float around, and sometimes they'll hit these shiners when they're not really hitting anything else. If you can't get them to hit on your sabiki or on any kind of jigs or something like that, toss you out a minnow in the water and see what happens. So thank you very much for watching, guys. We'll get some more next time. So until the next time, we'll catch you in the next video.
Fishing!